Hey heroes, Kolz here. You have to put hundreds of hours into Heroes vs. Hordes to truly understand the mechanics. Smart decisions can save you hundreds of gems, or change the outcome of a run. But what if you could get all that insider knowledge without doing thousands of runs? Luckily for you, I put in the 5,500 plus runs to save you the grind. These 23 tips will help you optimize energy, rack up gems, and avoid costly mistakes. Whether it's resetting runs for free, fine-tuning weapon choices, or managing gems efficiently, small adjustments can save hours of your life. These tips will help you maximize your time playing the game, so let's load in and make every run count. Tip number 1, resource return. Restarting a run within 10 seconds refunds your energy, except in Hero Clash. As long as you quit the stage within the first 10 seconds of the timer, you get the resources back. You can use that in combination with this next trick to optimize your weapons. Tip number 2, reshuffle your reshuffle. If you reshuffle during the weapon select at the beginning of a run, it changes the subsequent weapons in the shop. That means you can leave the stage, come back in, and try to get better weapons. While these first 2 tips help clear content, the next tips are all about increasing your access to gems. Number 3, hidden weekly gems. Once a week, you can go to store.heroesvshordes.com, scroll down to the way bottom, and buy the weekly free gift. While the gift gives you a silver key and gems, it also counts as a purchase for completing the weekly quest. No money down, easy peasy. Number 4, connect to your accounts. You can get free gems for connecting your Facebook, Google, and Cloud accounts. I'm sure they'll sell all your Facebook data, but you're not using that platform anyway. Number 5, arena skips save energy. You can use skips to save energy in the arena each week. You get 1 skip on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for any previously completed stage, up to and including stage 15. So try to get to stage 12 on Friday, then skip 13, skip 14 on Saturday, and then skip 15 on Sunday before finishing the final 5 stages. Or be like me and get impatient on Saturday and just clear them all out. Number 6, always ask guildmates for help. I know it sounds weird, but that button is meant to be clicked. I originally thought that my guildmates would think that I was a noob for clicking it, but the person on the other end gets gold for clicking it. So always ask for help. People in my top 10 guild race each other to be the first ones to offer help. And now that you've saved some resources, here are some tips on how to manage your gear. Number 7, use your scrolls. Always use scrolls as soon as you can to upgrade gear. The upgrades are not set specific, they are slot specific. So, if you upgrade the Noble Helm, it upgrades the helm for every other set. Always use scrolls to upgrade gear as soon as you can. But while you should upgrade gear in real time, it's not so for jewels. Number 8, merge jewels wisely. Merging jewels upgrades them by less than the sum of the 2 individual jewels. For example, a level 3 cooldown jewel is 1%. A level 4 cooldown jewel is only 1.3%. If you have 2 slots available, 1 plus 1 is greater than 1.3. And with that in mind, number 9, always invest in jewels. It's best to keep jewels unmerged to save for future slots. When you upgrade from epic to legendary gear, it opens up a jewel slot for every piece. That means you need to have 6 jewels ready to fill them. As you get close to those upgrades, make sure to be smart about how you merge jewels. But to make things a little more complicated, that's only for common jewels. Number 10, for unique jewels, merge to your heart's content. You can only equip 1 of each unique jewel, so go for the highest level you can get. Think jewels like vulnerability, weakness, and the ultimate jewels from the guild shop. Which reminds me, tip number 11, grab ultimate jewels from the guild shop. Feel free to buy any level of ultimate jewel from the guild shop. Because each level of the ultimate jewel is double the cost of the previous, and you have to combine 2 to level them up, there's no currency lost in having 2 of them, so don't worry about misclicking. And if you don't want to click at all, here are some tips to navigate faster around the game. Number 12, long press level up. You can click and hold on the level up button for heroes and pets, instead of mashing it over and over again. Just make sure you really want to put all those resources into them, because it gets speedy in a jiffy. Whee! Number 13, Beastery navigation. In the Beastery, you can double-click the tab button at the bottom to jump down to the new bounty you've earned. No need to endlessly scroll through monsters you won't bother to ever learn the names of, and miss the little red exclamation point. And now some tips to navigate mid-run. Number 14, understand the evolve weapon shop mechanic. When you can evolve a weapon, it will always appear at the top of your next shop. You can use that to your advantage by, number 15, getting guaranteed helpful shops. If you haven't completed your build and you have the option to evolve your weapon, or choose another weapon or tome from your build, choose the weapon or tome. It's a shop refresh that's guaranteed to have one item you need, the weapon evolution. And will give you another shot at getting the missing items from your build. Or you can use this other way to evolve your weapons. Number 16. Guaranteed evolutions from chests. Pick up a chest when you can evolve a weapon, and the evolution will be in the chest 100% guaranteed. But, fun to note, if you're at weapon level 4, and is the only weapon item slot you have left, a 2+ item chest will not evolve it. The chest will give you weapon level 5, plus gold for the other item slots. That must have been a fun corner case for the game designers to think about. Tip number 17. Try to complete your weapon build or your tome build first. When you complete a row of items, either weapons or tomes, no other weapons outside of that set will be offered to you anymore, making it easier to complete your build. Once you've locked in your weapons and tomes, it's time to focus on something just as crucial, seeing what's happening on the battlefield. Tip number 18. Turn up visibility. If you can't see anything among all the weapon projectiles in Horde, switch up to visibility mode. Accessed via the settings menu in the pause screen, visibility will drastically reduce the visual noise from your weapons. While I prefer to have full visibility on, for later in the game, your brain will explode if you have the full visuals going. And number 19, turn down damage numbers for extra clarity. By the same token, you can toggle off damage numbers in the advanced tab of the settings. This will, believe it or not, stop the damage numbers from showing. Again, I love those numbers. It's like visual ASMR to watch them tick up, but it can make it hard to see. And number 20, while you're in your settings tab, check out how your auto mode is set up. For higher VIP players, you can have auto mode use the same status as the previous run, or just default to off. If you're running back-to-back-to-back-to-back farm runs, it might be worth setting it up to mimic the last setting to save you some brain power. And now for the tips I recommend you never do. Number 21, never do a gear exchange. Found on the other tab in the blacksmith, that's a total own goal. You never want to destroy gear you've collected, as you never know which one will upgrade first and give you an edge. Besides, the biggest goal in the game is to get those powder blue heroics in a couple of years, and this will only delay you. Number 22, never use gems to reshuffle mid-run. I mean, I guess you can, but a reshuffle will rarely win you the chapter. For 40 gems more, you can refresh all your energy after the run. And, number 23, remember to always do your adventures. For the low cost of only 1,300 gems, you can get the adventure hero if you successfully use all the tickets. Remember to go ham on the day 1 of adventure so that you can get the midnight ticket refill. It also means you have to buy the discounted 150 gem tickets from vendors along the way. Adventure is the single cheapest, most reliable way to get new heroes in the game, and that's why I always say, please subscribe, like the content if you like it, and always do your adventures!